Let's do the Crumblier with the party you're seeing. Not too happy about Fina. Oh well. So be it. So let's restore one last energy. It's my last attempt for today. I'll get back to this tomorrow. If I don't cap it, that is. Technically speaking, cap is not an issue. So yeah. Alright, so the boss, for this fight you need preemptive charm immunity, and there isn't that much sources, so I have a lot of Avalanche's Tifa. You're in the luck, because you're gonna need it, but if you don't, oh boy. So Tsukiko is going to Blessed Omamori, Prayer of Purification, Prayer of Protection. Sylvie is going to Compassionate, Elemental Vines, Elemental Petals. Sky to Limit. Chizuru is going to Eastern Winds, Staunch and Strong. Fina is going to Brilliant and Double Arrow. Let's start with Fina. Send Sky and the rest. And Esther is just going to Electromagnetic, Storm Guardian, and Shadowbolt. And this should set our morale to 200%, which in fact it does. Boss gonna fight back more quite heavily, but that's fine. Alright, let's see how much or how many LB crystals land on Sky. We're gonna need a few one. This looks like I am in luck. I mean, I don't want to risk it, so Paladin's defense, which is important. We need 1 stack Mirage for the first attack of the boss, and a Compassionate Knight. I usually would do Paladin's Resolve, but I really want to make sure that Sky's LB is full. Alright, 1 stack would have been enough. Oh well, she now more for the next turn then. Chizuru is going to do Stone Pulverizer. Fina is not summoning because we need the gauge for Prayer of Purification twice and Purging Mandala Light. So in that case, Fina can just base LB. Next turn she can summon. Esther is going to Boundless Stasis, Shadowbolt, and Bunny. Alright, let's hope that I can fill Sky's LB now. That would be much appreciated. So there is the attack. Oh yeah, I will certainly not fill her LB gauge because it's very, very few counter attacks. Although, might be fine. So first things first, Tsukiko shifts and prepares. Yeah, I'm gonna do Lightbreaker now. I'm gonna summon now. Chizuru is going to focus Spirit and focused Body as well as Breezy Barrier. So let's see if Esther can... Ooh, Esther should LB now. Esther actually should LB now. Yeah. Esther needs to LB now. Yeah, well. So be it then. So... we are going to... I've got your back on Sky and double morale then. So Sky, whoops, wrong form. Time limit. And that's her final stack. The greatest headache. Alright. Gonna be lots of fun fighting back morale this turn, I guess. Calm down, Esther. Oh boy. I believe my light imbue wears off on this turn. Alright, yeah, it's the last turn. I still need to SLB as well. Maybe I actually should just use Tsukiko's imbue turn 1. It's so much better than what Fina has. These SLB units. Esther can... I guess Shadow Bolt. Yeah, she needs to Shadow Bolt, obviously, for lots of morale fill. Let's check. Don't care. I surely don't want to do that one. Neither do I want to do that one. Okay, so Shadow Bolt is the only thing that actually refills morale gauge. So lesson learned for the next attempt, just use Tsukiko's fill. Brilliant Veil and double resolute arrow. Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, Tsukiko and no, so Sky and Chizuru will just tie versus Spirit here. These two can do all of that stuff. Oh, we actually pushed back morale entirely. Very nice. Cracked Stone onto Sky. And we'll do Clever Paladin. As well as Cheerful Paladin. Just to make sure we stay at 200% morale. Okay. One AoE attack on the party, which is totally fine. Alright, we are ready for burst. We're not doing the 100 chain score just yet though. That's too bad, that's my error. Not a while. There are going to be more chances to do that though. So LB and SLB. Alright, so Sky and Chizuru are fully powered up now. So let's have them do most of the damage. Shining Karmic Retribution and Shadow Bolt 3 times. And then it's just pure DPS. Alright. Let's send these two in. 500 million first hit on Sky. Phew. Sky did 1.1 billion. Alright, so here's the threshold. Esther dead, which is no bueno, TBH. But everybody else survived, including Sky, which is super good that Sky survived. Okay. Because she did most of the stuff here, obviously. Alright, so Boundless Stasis, I can't cover, which is going to be problematic. And double Shadow Bolt. Sylvie goes back to base. Burgeoning Deep. Oh boy, we're gonna need that. Shoot. Compassionate Knight. What is Burgeoning Defense gonna do? It's just... yeah, it's just that. Yeah, I definitely need the type mitigation. It's 75% general mitigation, that's fine. Burgeoning defense. I didn't even see how much damage we dealt, to be honest, but I started at 90, I did 47%. Yeah, it should have been enough damage. Shoot, I don't have Paladin's defense, and we're gonna need Mirage for this turn. Alright, let's do Elemental and Vines and Petals as well. So Tsukiko is in shift, which is fine. She is going to do Light Imbue, Ray of Protection, and I guess I can save Blessed Omamori for next turn because she, meaning what's her name? Chizuru needs to do some damage here, even though probably not gonna do much. We're gonna Sharp Spear Focus and Skyfall. Yeah, I certainly need to get rid of the Imperils. Alright, those are gone. Do we have a barrier up? Yes, we do. So we're gonna do Shelga, Protect Ga, and White Lotus. Alright, let's hope we can stabilize from this. Jeez, Chizuru still did a lot of damage there. Is that all? Please let this be all. Whew, okay. Okay. So we entirely, well, not entirely, but we mostly stable here. Okay, so Sylvie definitely stays in base form for one more turn. We need to do Compassionate. We need to do Paladin's defense. And I'll do Paladin's Resolve as well. Wait, what did I do? Defense, Compassionate Knight. Yeah, let's do Resolve. I need to get rid of stat breaks. Okay. Alright, Esther can Omnicover now. Tsukiko is going to bless it. And just pray of purification. I'll do Brilliant Veil and Double Arrow. And we'll do some minor damage with Sky and Chizuru. Oh wow, Sky still did 5%. Man, stacked Sky is so strong. Alright. So, Chizuru unshifted. Eastern Winds. Strong Samurai. And Focused Strength. We need that Mirage stack. I will shift Sylvie now. So she can... Actually, do I need to? Let's see. So Tsukiko needs to stack, definitely. And on the next turn she can do Lightbreaker. Yeah, so turn 10 is when we will do our big boy damage. Alright. Sky going to Skyfall, and Sharp Speed Focus for the 87% defense break. Next turn she will try with the Spirit. That should be ready. It is already ready, which is very good. Yeah, I'll do the SLB now for rebuffing. So in that case, I should be able to... Yeah. So this turn, I'm so sorry for taking this long. I just don't wanna wipe again. So these two, Sky and Tsukiko, those will always happen. So let's do that. Some minor chip damage. Okay. Stasis, Shadowbolt, Bunny. Now the question is, no, I will just do offense for LB fill. Morale is safe, so I will just do one more Vines, one more Pebbles. And just hope that Esther survived. There's no other way to remove the stuff from her, yeah. Alright, let's just hope that Esther survives on this turn, but she should. She usually doesn't die. Nine damage, wow. Okay, Esther's super safe, very good. Okay, so on this turn we can just tie with the Spirit on Sky and Chizuru again, and then we should be Tamaguchi. I am slightly worried about my morale gauge, but let's hope it works out somehow, miraculously. Alright, Esther, do you have one more turn of Omnicover? Please tell me the answer is yes. The answer is yes indeed. Alright, so we're gonna do Lightbreaker. Esther is just going to Shadowbolt 3 times. Tie with a Spirit on both Tsukiko, Sky and Chizuru. Sylvie is going to shift, and she will do Cracked Stone onto Sky and double Cheerful. Let's check Esther first, how much morale she pushes back actually. Not that much, TBH. Do I even need to re-imbue, or can I just... Oh, where is the light imbue? 2 more turns. Yeah, that's fine. Next turn is the last turn, so I can just triple damage then, I guess. How much morale for this? I am really gonna need that killer buff on Sky if I wanna defeat the boss next turn. And what I most importantly need is a full L gauge on Sylvie. So double cheerful and clever. Let's check. She should have stone killer, which is Esther's buff, or her own. She should have one as well, and it should be I don't know, I'm just too lazy to look. Oh well, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skip cracked stone in... I shouldn't though. Alright, cracked stone on Sky, morale, and LB fill. I know I'm not filling morale entirely and it probably will be a bad decision all around, but so be it. Oh geez, Esther dying is now very bad. Okay, she survived. Come on, I need one LB crystal on Sylvie here. Unbelievable. How unlucky is that? Now I can probably defeat the boss. And Chizuru's LB is also not ready. Wow. I hate this game. Well, to be honest, it's not an issue. It's not an issue. It's absolutely not an issue. I can send in these two first, send in Esther and Tsukiko next, and by the time that happens, I can... Yeah, this works, this works. And Shining Karmic. Okay. So we'll send in Sylvie and Fina first, and then Chizuru. So... And then Q&E, which I do have my macro for though. Where is it? Over there. Alright, let's hope this works out. Tsukiko, Sky's first hit. Yeah, okay. Oh boy. We did it. We did it. 2.2 on the second burst. And that was without Sylvie's buff, which was super annoying. But it worked out. It worked out in the end. There it is. Rank 1. Sky did pretty much all of the damage. So, let's screenshot this. Alright. Yeah. Perfect score. Very nice. The issue is going to be probably that this won't be as effective tomorrow, with the boss being fixed, or at least the threshold being fixed. But I believe you should still be able to push the boss. So if I did 2.2 billion, you need to only do about 8% to the boss, which I did on the second LB of Chizuru, which was turn 7, I believe. Yeah, it was. Turn 6 was redoing her LB gauge, turn 7 was the second LB, so you should still be able to do this exactly in the same order I did. Follow through. So let's check out the gearing, because the gearing is very expensive. Day 1, I had no clue what the boss was doing. So here it is. Everybody has Blizzard Orb but Sky, and it turns out death immunity seems to be not necessary. I never encountered death immunity or KO strike or KO punch. No death attack was spotted throughout the whole attempts of mine. So maybe this isn't necessary, but I geared everybody for status ailments, and everybody has some sort of charm immunity. Now, I am in the lucky position to have 8 copies of Crescent Moon Charm, so for me this isn't an issue. But there aren't really that many charm resistance items. Crescent Moon Charm is one. Then the other one, this is the base form stuff. I never used Magic Boost, so I could have given her something else entirely here. The other one is the Treasure Hunter, I believe. Which I don't have, but it's Adventurer... Oh no, it is. First Rate Treasure Hunter, which is Adventurer Log's Trustmaster reward. It's only a TMR, you can technically get it a lot of times if you have enough UOC seas open. So this one is the second source if you don't have multiple Crescent Moon Charms. And she's using this vision card, the good one. Brave Shift, gear for full DPS. As you can see, I'm not using Clash stuff on her. She was just my tertiary DPS. You will see that Chizuru, well, you already saw Chizuru and Sky were the main DPS here. So it worked out in the end with Lightbreaker. Lightbreaker is a regular returns TMR. It was very helpful for the 130 Imperil. And the only reason I have it on Tsukiko is she's the only debuffer unit. This item can only be used by debuffer units. As you can see, breaker units. And Tsukiko is the only one. So thumbs up for Gumi for being good on Brave Shifted units, because those tend to have good role coverage. Unlike Lilith, who has nothing, basically. Alright. Esther, I geared her technically for damage in the base form. It never came to fruition. She stayed for in Brave Shift for the entire fight. But she's on Lilith's card. It's exactly the reason why I got this card. Not only does it have good defensive stats, it also has Spirit. And Spirit was kind of very important here. I'm kind of lucky that I actually managed to come back from this from her death. But that's the defensive stuff. So only 4.2k Spirit. In hindsight, I probably could have dialed down on defense a lot even, and increased Spirit quite substantially. For example, Shield of Light, I could have substituted for a Spirit Shield, which probably would have been a better choice all around. Not super sure. I could have gone for Spring. Spring Basket probably isn't the best one. Celestial Buckler? Yeah, Celestial Buckler would have worked. 40% Dark Resistance, because you want Dark Resistance. First things first. Just because it's the elemental. No, one of the attacks, Midnight Meteor. It's what hits hard in phase 1, and that's a Dark Element attack. She has Blizzard Orb for counters to fill her LB, so she can do actually good stuff, and that's her gearing. More important than magic is on her for the charm immunity, basically. Now, technically speaking, I could start her in base form, but starting her in base form for the immunity has the downside of not having any LB gauge. And we do need her LB gauge for Storm Guardian on turn 1, so you are, or I am forced to go this route. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Esther. Return Fina, dual wielding with Sylvie card. Otherwise, just basic HP, immunity. She has 1 Erebus boon, but I figured out how to not have her die, so it's fine. I still believe throughout the fight it was actually helpful to have Erebus boon on her, or some form of guts, so I would suggest leaving it on her. Next up, Paladin Sylvie, obviously on her own card. Also dual wielding in both, no, only in base form she's dual wielding, which is fine. Treasured Memorial Ring for lots of morale fill, or initial morale fills, which is 600. conveniently enough, also stat buff, but that's fine. Otherwise, she is Gucci, Tamaguchi. She is not, or I believe she's immune to charm naturally, or otherwise she would have been charmed, because she has no charm resistance. Well, or maybe I was lucky because she has 50% from Winged Heart, but I've never seen her get charmed, so I believe she has it naturally. And the Brave Shift, almost identically, just for some chip, very minor chip damage. She did, let me see, 70 million. And yeah, that's the stuff on her. And here come the MVPs. So Sky in base form, built with Titus's STMR obviously, Titus's Spirit, lots of LB fill rate, Esther's card, and she has maxed out LB fill rate, though it didn't end up mattering, but still, if I needed it for a previous run of previous strat. Brave Shift, she got all the good gear basically. As you've seen, she did 400 million more than Chizuru. On the attempt before that, she was 50% more damage than Chizuru. So I would assume I had bad variance on Sky, but as you can see, almost 10k unbuffed attack. She still keeps this, she's still alive in this meta, and I mean, she's just the best Clash DPS there ever is and ever will be, probably. She will never leave the meta, and I'm loving it. So she got the new Clash piece, 165 attack, has all the good stuff. So 750 base morale fill. Now yeah, she didn't do that on the first turn, which is kind of sad, but it didn't end up mattering. And yeah, I also gave her Lion's Heart. Reason is LB fill per turn. It actually helped a lot. She does have 800 LB fill per turn, and maxing her LB is not that easy. As you can see, if I take it off, I'm not capped on LB damage anymore. But at least she has a 300 killer, Stone and Reaper, which is very nice. And lastly, Chizuru on the Smile card. Very important, base form, immunities, all the good stuff, Types of Spirit, yada yada yada. And Brave Shift geared towards DPS. She got the second best stuff. Still, I needed 2 of these Crystal Gloves, Pain STMR, to cap her LB damage, because she doesn't easily gear 4 killers on this one. Standing Goggles and pretty much 4 materia. So thankfully at EX plus 3 she has 6x cap naturally, so I could just go all killers. And yeah, that's pretty much been it. Thank you all for watching. I'm fairly certain this strat will work even if you watch this on Friday, which is after the boss is fixed, where the threshold will be in effect properly. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I will now figure out a turn 1 ODK to farm this boss. I will upload this either Friday or Saturday. We'll see about that. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope this was helpful. Bye bye.